Abusia for Minchecho Bibiara and Fambra a gossip 360 so. Na asemo esi MPP omanyuku ne de in fact ajinya me ene bem. Abronye starting in sensem efa one eye honorable akom preko Kennedy Agyapong na kame akoye se asem we de se say de aye de dwa ene de osande abehwemu de bibisa se na MPP amanyuku no anase new Patriotic Party no edian pa na ekoso ewo amanyuku yim ye wo mpadifo wo mu ana Abronye de nsem bi abeto dwa efa honorable Kennedy Agyapong ho na in fact mano eyemidu se me cancel no tie baba kwa kwhwe nsem a Abronye de abeto ho afen so Kevin Taylor oni MPP amanyuku no ene wono so de nsem bi abeto dwa na mebisa se na ne Kevin Taylor oni MPP amanyuku hwan pa na otimiji sa secret nsem akese we pa de ma Kevin Taylor ene ono so de ne nsem abegu dwa se gbam abusua se wunya video ni bi nhwe ya mense wo bre yankwane nkohwe ensem a Abronye ebeka fa Kennedy eho ena afenso ensem a eye Kevin Taylor ede bae na ye ba eni demo meto so ede amo nti enko ba bia se o sha bomodin asa obe subscribe to your channel no no like no share na do comment aka ho ede abran nti enhwe video no embrace se
mo amuti social media say ayaba ponten ayi me say when dem pekwa metin dia 12 am o ayami amedia o Wa ba pon ko betuma pon ko e be pon 10. What you say? Obi say 2022 na MPP ye lusu yaba because nanado ene baumia amasiri no I say and a debt exchange and in the kekayate. Se 2022 na MPP lusu elections dia. That time ye lusu about me only question we are no. 2022 na MPP lusu elections. Ye lusu that election no with candidate wine. Who was the presidential candidate in the year 2022 MPP lusu election? Who was the presidential candidate? Because you are claiming, say, MPP lost the election in 2022. Maybe a simple question, say, who was the presidential candidate in 2022? Maybe a question. Mwamuti social media say, ayaba ponten, ayi me say, when the mpekwa metin dia 12 am, ayami amedia o. Wa ba pon ko betuma pon ko e be pon 10. What you say? Obi say 2022 na MPP ye lusu yaba because nanado ene baumia amasiri no I say and a debt exchange and in the kekayate. Se 2022 na MPP lusu elections dia. That time ye lusu about me only question we are no. 2022 na MPP lusu elections. Ye lusu that election no with candidate wine. Who was the presidential candidate in the year 2022 MPP lusu election? Who was the presidential candidate? Because you are claiming, say, MPP lost the election in 2022. Maybe a simple question, say, who was the presidential candidate in 2022? Maybe a question. Mwamuti social media say, ayaba ponten, ayi me say, when the mpekwa metin dia 12 am, ayami amedia o. Wa ba pon ko betuma pon ko e be pon 10. What you say? Obi say 2022 na MPP ye lusu yaba because nanado ene Baumia amasiri no I say and a debt exchange and in the Kekayate. Say 2022 na MPP lose elections dia. That time you lose about me on you question we are no. 2022 na MPP lose elections. You lose that election with candidate wine. Who was the presidential candidate in the year 2022 MPP lose election? Who was the presidential candidate? Because you are claiming, say, MPP lost the election in 2022.
This story you are seeing here, they are imposing Bawumia on the party. They are imposing Mahamudu Bawumia on the NPP. The executives now and the Omni party strategically, Omni Council of Elders, any MPP Benifono, they have sat down to come to a conclusion, say, Mahamudu Bawumia, they have to indirectly impose Bawumia on the party. Because you see, when the presidential election, primary election comes on before party executives elections, what is going to happen? And they say, on all fronts, executives, they will be campaigning for Bawumia. Meaning, the current executives, led by JFK, any omne Mahamudu Bawumia mu ye adwuma, omne MPP ebo krono edi party nbedu ha no. Se ye ba be ye Bawumia mo primaries January 2026. It means when they are the ones who are going to lead the campaign for Bawumia. They are the ones who are going to make sure they whip every executive in line. Because one, they are doing one thing to kill two birds. What they are doing is, they are one, whipping people in line to vote for Bawumia. And when Bawumia wins the primaries, Bawumia will use his power and influence to whip the executives in line for them to be voted for. Now, what they are doing right now, or what they have done today, they have created a room for Bawumia to be the tyrant who is leading the party now. Because most of the executives normally party anymore. Say on a normal day, say a about before you better a presidential prime minister. All of them, Nana B, they will all lose the elections. Now for Bawumia to protect them, because remember, Bawumia campaign all year, all these people are the ones following Bawumia around. Every single executive today, as we speak, National Women's Organizer, Youth Organizer, chairman, first chairman, third chairman, vice chairman, all of them are following Bawumia on his campaign, meaning they are all in Bawumia's camp. Now, Sekoto Prime Minister first. Now, Sekoto na se Sani Pana, Sebio Oni Bawumia company winia. What is going to happen is they know Sani Pan is not going to work for Bawumia to win the primaries. So what they want to do now, and they say, Obia Muhuni say Ebia or Kennedy Agyapong ni obe contesting any executive position. They want Bawumia to first become the presidential candidate. Then they uses his power and then to protect the campaign and what they are going to do is they are going to stick to the same calendar. Bawumia ni JFK mo ebe lidimo. What they are doing now is they are protecting the executive by using Bawumia's primaries first. They are doing this. They are technically silencing any opposition views. Now, what they are doing right now, I say, Bawumia primaries, and now MPP presidential primaries first, and they say, now, almost say recently, almost say, amendment be a constitution, and that will be done, I think, July, almost about constitutional amendment. Now, executives no beto swaba. Now, let me tell you, 19th of July, and beto aba new amendment of my constitution. Now, they know, say, in 2024, Kennedy Agyapong can send bebre and the omublemu say, in some okaye and the fast opposition. Now, they want a way to silence Kennedy Agyapong and his followers. Into this amendment they are going to do, they are going to find a way to put in the constitution rigid rules, rigid punishment for anyone who get out and speak their mind. One share Kennedy Agyapong, they will suspend him before the primaries. Mamika Ibinchro. Sir, amendment we are they are going to infuse a lot of anti-Kennedy Agyapong things in there. Now, what they are going to do is say they are going to infuse in there. Kennedy Agyapong chino omuntumin kasa. Kennedy himself, so one share na or kasa na or go out of the real pet, he will be caught in the web. And Kennedy himself, he might even be suspended before the primaries for Bawumia to go on the post. Because some of my candidates, they cannot contest Bawumia. Right now, no, so who say MPP for Abronye Bekacho say presidential primaries, no, you better before executives in the primaries now. Bawumia has started his first coup. Mamika Bibinchro. Nana do dan kweku fuado. Or your third coup and sana ultimately winning in the third primaries. Now, Bawumia camp, no, MPP as a political party, they know, say, the NDC is a big force. And they know whoever succeeds John Mahama, they cannot use Bawumia to beat the person. The plan they have now, my mention plan, no, they want Bawumia to come again in 2032. The strategy is to bring Bawumia back in 2032. Now, what they're going to do now is they just want Bawumia to galvanize enough votes in their primaries. And then after Bawumia gets a little bit of what he got from 2024 primaries, then they'll bring him into 2028, which they know he will not win. Now, Bawumia Winia, he will still go with this same group of executives into 2032. And they will use the same format to make sure they install or they impose Bawumia on the party. Because remember, this group of people say, Omutumiya machinations, na yeto abano na Bawumia Winia. Remember, JFK will campaign for Bawumia, Nanabi will campaign for Bawumia, Samia Uku campaign for Bawumia, Kejefua campaign for Bawumia, Chairman Wood campaign for Bawumia. Now, the party executive, Bawumia, they will all campaign for Bawumia. So automatically in the primaries, Bawumia will win. Now, it is left with Bawumia to protect them. Now, how is Bawumia going to protect them? Obia Omuhuni say, Enyadi obetuma Bawumia campaign, no, come 28 biano. Bawumia and the MPP will find a way to make that person lose. In the Kennedy Agyapong, the BLB contest any executive after Bawumia has won the primaries, no, automatically you will lose. Because Bawumia and the party will make sure, say, these people who kept him in power to become the flag bearer, those are the same people he is marching to in 2028. Now, Oluzi 2028 elections, now they will need to fight Bawumia to come again the third term because someone started making that argument. Bawumia and Krampo and making argument. So I Naneku Fado about 1, Wenya, about 2, Wenya, about 3, Wenya, John Mahama about 1 and about 2. Into me some more chance. Into he knows. Say there is a third chance he wants to take. 2028, he knows he will not win. But he wants to walk to 2032. 32 with this same group of people. Because what he's going to do is say, oh, we need primaries now. Sanko Fowe, they are going to win the executive. Now, these are the people who will go 2028. He will lose. He will use the same strategy again, whereby they will pick the presidential first. When they pick the presidential primaries and they pick him first, then he will make sure these same people win. They have a long-term project. Kennedy Agyapong, he can swallow the earth. He will never beat Bawumia. Nana do Dankwe Kufuado, the party council of elders, the establishment, Kennedy Agyapong is part. Mamika Bibinchro, see, I can the establishment, do not isolate Kennedy Agyapong and isolate Abronye Champong. Kennedy Agyapong and Abronye Champong, Bawumia, they were integral part of the establishment. And within the establishment, there is an establishment. TMA. Within an establishment, there is an establishment. Even the forest now, when you go into the forest, you realize so within the establishment, they want Bawumia to go. They know Kennedy Agyapong, no matter what. He's temperamental, he's not intelligent, he's not smart, he cannot play the game Gabi Ocheda Akomope. He cannot play the game of Ekufuado. Even though his partner, they know Kennedy Agyapong is not smart enough. So Kennedy Agyapong can do whatever he wants to do. Kennedy Agyapong can never beat Bawumia in the primaries because these are the executives who are going to campaign for Bawumia. Bawumia, thank you to all in the campaign. And the same Justin Koduamo, the same third vice, second vice, women national organizer, youth organizer, the same pigs. What they have done today, this is Mahamudu Bawumia's first coup. And it should send a signal to Kennedy Agyapong and his followers. They know more, you know. May catch them on there. May catch them from January. Say, Mahmoud Bawumia will beat Kennedy Agyapong. They will steal the elections for him. It is not going to be like they are going to have an election. Na Kennedy Nyawe Dabio. Me say, Mahmoud Bawumia, they will rig the elections for him. Kennedy Agyapong supporters should listen. Kennedy Agyapong, no matter what, so the prime minister own 20%. But I want you people to understand, because I'm from January, me wa party ni mu chemo. Kennedy Agyapong supporters, mamika bi chemo, they will rig the elections. Whatever you people do, 19th amendment, all the amendments, 70% is against you people. They will silence you guys. They will suspend him. Kennedy, they will suspend him. Now I am telling you on authority. It does not matter the noise you people are making. They're screaming. You are screaming. You are wasting your time. Mahmoud Bawumia, they will rig the elections for the Kennedy Bawumia. Mahmoud Bawumia, the NPP executive, they will rig the elections for Bawumia. They are not going to contest Kennedy. They will rig it. And they have started rigging the elections from today. This thing you are seeing is the beginning of the coup Bawumia has set it up. And anything that he feels to say Kennedy is a fool to him. And anything that he feels to say Kennedy does not even understand what is happening. What you are seeing on the screen, this is the beginning of Mahmoud Bawumia's first coup. He will do a second coup and a third coup. And he is using the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo tactics. You see, Mameka Bibincho, the 88 parliamentary members, our more parliament, they all support Mahmoud Bawumia. Now, 88, there are some MPs who want to support Kennedy Agyapong. Because when we say Abani Drua, 88, Emuache. Now, what they are trying to do is say, they are trying to even suppress, even in parliament, Mahmoud Bawumia and MPP executives, they are trying to do what? Strategically suppress the 88 who be no support Kennedy. On say and then as the Kennedy Musa, your group be more MPP more, or Kennedy call for. But the MPP executives, the MPP executives, what is going to happen is say, Bawumia ebeye the flag bearer in January. What is going to happen is say, MPs na almost as suspected say almost support Kennedy Agyapong. Sa MPs they will lose their seats. Yeah. Tie. Bawumia was list of MPs or more parliamentary almost support Kennedy. Or sa list Sa Bawumia be flag bearer in 2026 January. Sa MPs no more parliament na they are against Bawumia's nomination almost support Kennedy Bawumia will make sure they lose their primaries. What you are seeing here is not a joke. Bawumia has taken over the party. Bawumia will rig. Anything that say, oh, shade way. Now this is simpler. This is the same strategy Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo used. And now Refi, go back. The same coup, the same tactics, the same strategy to rig. He has hijacked the party. It is always a case. Jeff Kabeka said we actually want to politics. Actually, the MPP we Jimmy may catch Kennedy Agyapong say. Mahmoud Bawumia is using the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo playbook. Simple. Now, young fan say, Sako your friend SB, former MP of New Jabin. Your friend saying, Dr. SB, very smart guy. He knows a lot about the economy, right? Now, Akufo-Addo boy to say Ochibe fee. Because acquire friend SB supporting Alanti. You saw what they did to SB. On say SB or very good in economics. SB now or chair the parliamentary finance committee.
Why should he be Kennedy Agyapong? Adetia.
Why is Trump? Me chiro wade. Kennedy Agyapong. Obi onim ni bia ma me chiro. Or value. O ton na ye beto. In a sense, oye nipa bia wa create employment on his own. Wa bia njuma bebre. Enjuma na wa bia no. Kwame. Wa bia njuma ma youth. Enya njuma enya bi ye. Wa bia posters ama nkofo enya mu enuama eto. Mi lawyer kusi frim. Lawyer kusi nkwani nipa okotena committee ni so a otimi ni omo twe. Otimi ma hu se e form nsem omo ken. Let's follow them. You see the name sorry only 2.1 emu dodoa aka chem say is it true say Kennedy Agyapong ba come to my phone.
Why should he be Kennedy Agyapong? Adentia.
Why say Trump me kire wade Kennedy Agyapong obi onim ni bia ma me kire o value o turn na ye beto in a sense say oye nipa bia wa create employment on his own wa bia njuma bebre njuma na wa bia no kwame wa bia njuma ama youth anya njuma anya bi ye wa bia posters ama nkofo anya mu enuama eto mi lawyer kusi free lawyer kusi nkwani nipa okotena committee ni so a otimi ni omotwe otimi ma hu say e form nsem omo ken let's follow them. You see the name sorry only